Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Polkadot. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one. It's going to be linked in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Now let's jump straight into the TA. Taking a look at the daily chart, on TradingView, as you can see, if I remove all of this from the chart just so it's easier for you to see, we have a resistance level here, the blue trend line. We have a major pink resistance level that we broke above with authority, and we broke above the blue trend line as well. And what we're looking for here is a nice back test of support, so we could potentially come back all the way down here to $5.50, and we would still be bullish on Polkadot because this would be a perfect retest. Ideally, I want to see the 55 daily EMA hold us up, and I want to see the golden ratio of this Fibonacci retracement hold us up. Now, the golden ratio is set up with the swing high in November and the swing low in December. We printed a lower high. Now we're coming back down for more fuel for the next move. So hopefully we get that bounce from the 55 EMA and we see another move to the upside, taking us all the way to the technical target at $10.44, which is the 1.618 Fibonacci retracement. You can also see that you have the yellow resistance block here. We ran into it over here. We ran into it over here, and we held it as support all the way back during the summer of last year. So we broke above, back tested as resistance. Now we're running into that level as resistance one more time. So the next time we go through, we want to make sure we break out, maybe come back for a retest, and then continue. So if we start coming up and we run into that level once again, I would be expecting another move to the downside if we don't see a breakthrough here, if we're just going to be stagnating. Okay, and you do have to take a look at Bitcoin at the same time because all of the altcoins are pretty much following Bitcoin right now, except the ones who have some bullish news coming out. Next up, what we have is we have a pretty large support block here that we're failing to break out of, anywhere between $6.85 all the way down to $3.60. This was the support area I gave you way before we even went into it. And I told you this would be a great accumulation area because this trading range from August 2020 to October 2020 is a little swing high and swing low that we printed. And then once we broke above in December, we never came back down for the retest. So you could say this is our retest here, and we're failing to break above. So once we break above, I do want to see this area back tested as support, which we did not do over here. And once that happens, that's going to be a major confirmation that we're flipping this level to support and we're ready to move on to our next targets. Also, we have a major Fibonacci retracement here with the swing high all the way back in November of 2021 and the swing low all the way back in July of 2021. If you don't know how to use the Fibonacci retracements, feel free to check out the description. There's going to be a video where I explain how to use the Fibonacci retracement and how to set up targets with this instrument. So as you can see, everything's looking good for Polkadot right now. The only thing we don't want to do is we don't want to break below the blue trend line. We don't want to lose the 1.414, which is $5.19. And we don't want to lose this low here that we printed on January 1st. If we do that, we're just continuing the downtrend, and we're definitely going to take out the 1.618 at that point. So we want to hopefully stay within the realms of this higher low position. So we want to print a higher low. We want to break this high next time we go up. And yeah, that's what we're targeting here. The August 2020 high is a very important level for us to take out. That's very close to the 1.618 and the 1.414. So there's going to be some resistance there for people who bought in at that price and want to get out at the same price. Just, you know, sell as soon as they can so that they can get out of position. So you have to be aware of those people as well. Now, taking a look at the daily RSI, as you can see, we're coming back down slowly but surely. And as you can see, we do have some sort of a channel here. If I bring this indicator here, oops, that was not supposed to happen. There we go. If I do something like this, as you can see, we have a channel pattern here, and we're within the realms of this channel, and hopefully we're going to break to the upside with a nice impulsive move. I do think we might come all the way down here. Potentially we do something like this, and we come back down to retest this support channel that we've been retesting ever since May of 2022. We had multiple retests all the way throughout this, throughout November last year. Then we had a pulled back below. We even retested it as resistance. Then we broke above in January, got overbought, and now we're coming back down slowly for another retest. And you also have the purple support block below. That's something you want to keep an eye on as well, because that's a really, really good giveaway of when you want to be buying. Every time we hit that purple support blocks, you had to move to the upside. Now let's jump into the weekly chart on Binance. And before we continue, guys, I quickly want to talk about my Patreon. Now, if you want to get involved, there's going to be a 7-day free trial, so you can go ahead and join, and you're going to get access to all of my content since I started posting on Patreon, which was all the way back in October of 2021. So there are hundreds and hundreds of posts with low cap gems, my exclusive podcasts that I do for patrons only, my low cap gem reviews, project highlights, your technical analysis requests, exclusive videos for patrons. So there's a whole bunch of stuff there that I don't share on YouTube or Twitter as to add more value to it. And I also share all of my buys, all of my sells. I share my portfolio in there. So if that's something that you're interested in and you really want to support the channel, then feel free to check it out. Thank you. Taking a look at Binance, as you can see, right now we are breaking out of this support block. We do have a different setup here. I do like to have different setups on different charts. So with this one, as you can see, we're breaking above the resistance at $6.12. I'm going to make that a bit bigger. There we go. There we go. And we're breaking above that. We're holding the 20 EMA as support. So that's something that I like to see, because the 20 EMA is your major support level. If you manage to stick above the 20, you're going to drag it here to the upside, and then the 55 is going to get crossed from below, and that's going to be your major bull market indicator, that bull cross, or the bullish cross, or the golden cross, whatever you want to call it. So potentially we could come back down into the support block for a higher low, but we are going to have to break to the upside. We're going to have to take out the 55 this year. That's going to happen this year, guys. Because if we don't, if we just run into resistance and we get sent back down, that's just not the way things are going to be going, right? And we all know crypto is going to be going to the upside. We may still sit in a sideways channel for a while. We may get some bearish news from regulators in the US, but overall, we do know that getting closer to the Bitcoin halving, we are going to be looking more bullish and more bullish with every single day. But let's not get too bullish too early, because we still want to accumulate, we still want to get into good positions before the bull market starts. So I have a good position of Polkadot. If I bring out a Fibonacci retracement, let's place some targets, and let's assume that we have printed the bear market bottom, which for now we don't know if this is the bottom at $4.30. It could be. It very well could be. So if that is the bottom, we take the November 2021 high, and we have a technical target all the way up at $252. As you can see, that would be a 3,900% move to the upside. I think that's quite doable, especially with how Polkadot is a major project. It's going to be getting a lot of attention, and the parachain slot projects are going to be working very well next bull market. So I do think we're going to see a lot of adoption of their network. And I think $250 is doable. You can obviously look for targets below here at the 1.414 and the 1.272. But overall, within that $200 area, that's where I'm going to be taking profits. And as always, all of my trade alerts are going to be on Patreon. So that's pretty much everything I have for Polkadot. If I missed out anything important, please let me know down below in the comment section. Feel free to follow me on Patreon and Twitter. Take care and goodbye.